Hey guys, it's John Williams from workwithjohnwilliams.com and streetsmartmlm.com. The rocking MLM guy coming at you again from my home office here in South Carolina. And it's been a crazy week. It's amazing because it's only a week ago, this weekend just gone, that I was at the MLSP Live the Dream event in Dallas, Texas, and the week has just been crazy. It's just flown by. I've been doing bits and pieces and what have you. And then in the next few days, I'm off to St. Louis to my primary, Visalis, off to their convention. So for that weekend, for this coming weekend, so it's going to be crazy. Anyway, today what I want to talk about is, have you ever felt like you're in a rut in your MLM company? You know, have you ever felt you're stuck in your business, basically? You can't seem to get where you want to go. You know, you're in the proverbial rut, basically. You're in a rut in your MLM and you want to break out. You want to break out of it, and I encourage you basically to just follow this advice for a few minutes. Basically, the first thing you got to do is accept responsibility. You know, it's basically human nature to look elsewhere for the source of your difficulties. But the truth is that we're responsible for our own actions and circumstances. Period. There's no other words. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, sometimes bad things happen to good people, and you know, sometimes that does happen. But you know, in general, you know, we make choices every day that contribute to our conditions, to where we are now. Know where you want to be. It's no use just hoping and dreaming of being somewhere or being successful. You know, it's no use hoping and dreaming of being successful. I've met many people who have been doing just that, but have had no goals set as to how to get their ideal life. You know, I mean, they just wish all the time. The great basketball giant Yogi Berra once said, you know, if you don't know where you want to go, you just might end up someplace else. And the way I tend to look at it is, if you're going to spend your days doing something, you might as well spend them doing something you like, right? I mean, set yourself a target. Write down your goals, both long and short term. If you haven't, then you need to do them now. Divide your dream into manageable parts. Chunk them down, as they say. Now, Anthony Robbins uses this analogy quite often. He says, you know, he says you don't want to get, you know, chunk your goals down a little bit. One thing that will paralyze you is having a dream or a goal with no realistic way of achieving it. You know, so how do you solve that? Well, both Tom Hopkins and Anthony Robbins say break it down into manageable bits. For instance, if you've never made more than minimum wage, for instance, don't set your goal for $1 million in your first 6 months. That's crazy. You know, set it for one that scares you a little, but also excites you at the same time. Then figure out in small steps how you'll be able to get there. Reverse engineering, basically, it's called. You can do it by yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily steps. So take action today. I mean, don't wait. Do it now. Really do it now, and grow into your tomorrow. The steps you take today don't have to be huge, but they do have to take you to that little bit nearer to your goal or your dream, whatever that might be. Wherever your goal might be, I encourage you to get help with it, to achieve it, whatever it may be. Too often people get too embarrassed to just ask for help, especially, I know I have, and especially when they find themselves stuck. There's no shame in getting stuck, only in staying there and staying that way. You have to change. You have the chance to change. So take that chance. Do yourself a favor. Click on the link below. Fill in your best email address. And let's connect. It's easy as that. Give me a call. Let me know what's going on. I'll wish to hear from you. This is John Williams, the rocking MLM guy from workwithjohnwilliams.com and streetsmartmlm.com. I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.